Hey everybody! So today I'm going to do a video about something that I've noticed in my many years of, oh hold on, I'm scratching my leg. So this week I want to tell you guys a little about something that I've noticed throughout my years in school. No one really knows how to make a truly good PowerPoint presentation. So what I'm going to do is cue up the slideshow and show you guys what a really good presentation looks like. Whether you're a teacher, whether you're a student, whether you're a business person who needs to do financial presentations, doesn't matter because these tips are applicable to you. So, here's where we begin. The title page. Now on a title page, there's a couple important things you need to have. For one, you need your name, which I have here. For two, you need to have the title of your presentation, and it has to be something that will hook your audience. You know, it'll make them say, "Hey, that seems pretty interesting. I definitely want to learn more about it."
Just hook them like a fish.
And so that'll keep their attention. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. When you're presenting, you should always write everything you're going to say down, just so you don't have to memorize anything. The last thing you want to do is try and put more effort into this presentation than you already have to. To make a good presentation, you don't need to know what you're going to say. What you need to know is how you feel and how you want your audience to feel about what you are presenting. You don't want to make anyone feel left out of your amazing presentation, so you should definitely read all of the text on each of your slides. That way, anyone who's illiterate will still be clued in as to what you're presenting about. Now, it's very, very important. I need you to know how important this is. If you're not stretching that text box so that you can fit in all of your information into the slide, then you don't have enough information. It's very important that you have as much information on your slide as possible. Otherwise, you're going to be leaving things out, you're going to seem vague, and you're going to seem unprofessional. It's also really important that you have a big wall of text. The text should fill up just about 4/5 of the screen. If the text isn't filling up 4/5 of the screen, then you really should think about adding in some more text. Or maybe you could just try a larger font, or make everything bold. That would be even better. It's also crucial that you add clip art photos. And the next thing to keep in mind is the timing of your slides. You really don't want to linger too long on any one slide. The reason why is because people's attention spans are too short to read all of that text. People will probably have read all of the text already by the time you're moving on. I wouldn't give them more than about 5 seconds to read all of it. If you spend too much time on one slide, you're bound to bore your audience, and you don't want to bore your audience. They'll think you're unprofessional and boring and stupid and that you don't know how to use PowerPoint. Now, on a note of aesthetics, one of the things you want to try to capture the attention of your audience is putting light text on light backgrounds. So you're probably thinking,
But wait, that doesn't make it harder to read!
well, actually it doesn't. Studies have shown that light text on light backgrounds increases the reading comprehension of people. So, if you want people to understand what your presentation is about, what's on your slide, then you need to capture their attention by making them focus harder on what's actually on the screen. Now, you don't just have to use light text on light backgrounds, you can use darker text on darker backgrounds. Here I have an example of that. As you see, this gray text on this moon picture really makes the information here stand out. This is what you want to be working towards. Now, if you haven't noticed already, there's something that I've been using that I haven't explained yet, and I think it'll become readily apparent what that is. And that's transitions. Now, transitions. What can I say about transitions? Well, I'll let the slide speak for itself. People don't just want the information that you're trying to convey. They also want action. action. And if you don't give action, then they're not going to be paying attention to your slide. Now, why not use transitions to do that? That's what I'm saying. You should. No matter what anyone says, they are not distracting at all. That is a bold-faced lie. The truth is, transitions are helpful. There's a certain importance when it comes to the font that you choose in your slideshow presentation. And what they do is they spice up your presentation. They tell your audience that, ooh, he knows a lot about typography and different types of fonts and what looks good and what doesn't look good, and oh my goodness, he doesn't use boring old Arial or Times New Roman or whatever. He has an imagination and he has creativity. Now here I've used a couple very fun fonts. These fonts help to highlight the important parts of what is on your slide. The reason that you should use as many fonts as you can on one slide is that the different fonts actually trigger different parts of the brain. And with all those different parts of the brain working in unison, that helps increase the comprehension of the information that you're trying to present. And of course, you can't forget one of the best fonts ever, Comic Sans. Now, lastly, I want to talk to you guys about different clip art photographs. I've talked a little bit about them before, but I think what's really important now is to kind of highlight what about the clip art photos is helping your audience understand what you are presenting. Now, one of the important things is that these clip art photos show that you are a professional. Only a professional would think to add photographs that tie into their information and help to increase the comprehension of the information that they're trying to transmit. Pictures like smiley faces, relevant holidays, those also are really good clip art photographs to use, as well as stick figures, of course. You cannot go wrong using a stick figure clip art photograph. If someone zones out during your presentation and they get lost, they can just look at one of those photographs and instantly get a gist of what you've been saying for the last 5 or 10, even 15 minutes. So I really hope that you guys learned something in my video today, and the next time you're making your presentation, you're able to incorporate some of my ideas into your presentations. In the comments below, you can let me know if you have any PowerPoint problems or whatever, and then I'll help you out with those. Bye guys! Wearing Cookie Monster pants, wearing Cookie Monster pants, wearing Cookie Monster pants, wearing Cookie Monster pants, wearing Cookie Monster pants.